is Monday, the 16th of January, and this is my personal yoga practice. Getting started. First up is forward fold. A short forward fold, just enough to get some space in the vertebrae. Feel the low back needs some spacing. So we'll see if we can get it to either pop or stretch it. Oh, there we go. Got a couple pops to the low back. And then it feels good. All right. Downward facing dog. So the hands about shoulder width apart. The feet about hips width apart. Or you can make the feet shoulder width apart too. I think they look like they're about shoulder width apart. A comfortable distance apart, whatever that is. And then straighten out the back. So bend the knees in order to straighten out the back. So rotate the pelvis. So a subtle posterior flex on the low back. And rotate the pelvis to that point. And then, once you feel that, relax the ankles, relax the calf muscles, use the quads, start to straighten out the legs a little bit. And work back and forth between straightening the back and straightening the legs, because they seem to work against each other. And maybe a little twist. And find that positioning again. Nice straight back, straight arms, push with the hands. And I like to keep my fingers light in this pose, and then try to press with the knuckle of the hands, because if I press with the fingers and the entirety of the hand, that's too much surface area and the hands will start to slide. So press with the knuckles of the hands, try to get most of the weight there, and then try to work the legs and the pelvis, try to rotate the pelvis more, and then try to straighten the legs, which makes the pelvis want to unwind for another 40 seconds. Feel the pose, start to feel the shoulders, start to feel the effort in the shoulders. Straighten the back, and then straighten the legs, relax the calf and feel the Achilles. Wiggle the neck a little bit, and straighten the back. Oh, and that's that. Tippy toes, bring this up, and down into hero pose. Cool. Pops on the wrists and the knees. Alright, so next up is upward facing dog. So hands look to be a little less than shoulder width, maybe exactly shoulder width apart. That's good enough. Get the legs back. There we go. And I can feel the triceps just barely touching the front side of my chest, the side of the rib cage towards the front of the chest. And there we go. And yeah, you can see my shoulders going forward a little bit, with the fingertips towards the toes. So I get a stretch on the forearm. Wow, you can really see of musculature or something, that left arm. Right. Oh, the right arm. Yeah. Huh. A lot of shading and texture. Alright, first viewer. Awesome stuff. Thanks for joining. My personal yoga practice. It's my second pose of the practice, and I got another minute and 40 seconds in this pose. So the low back is good. Straighten the legs a little bit. And the neck is feeling interesting. It doesn't want to fully articulate in any direction, but it's feeling good about it, so I guess everything's okay. And wiggle the fingers a little bit. And keep breathing. Feeling some more sensation in the neck. There we go. Some sensation in the forearm. So wiggle the fingers and hands a little bit. Just a little bit, enough to activate the muscles. They might not actually wiggle that much. Relax and enjoy the pose. Another 40 seconds. And feel the low back as it stretches. There we go. Starting to feel some sensation on the right arm a little bit. Kind of the bicep elbow area. And then can kind of push up at the shoulders a little bit. And flex the back. Some more posterior flex on the back. Reach it back. And that is that. Back towards kind of a hero's pose. Bring the hands back up. Bring the hands back to life. Right? Because after holding that pose, they don't want to work. Alright, and next up is wheel pose. There we go. Get proper positioning. Hands towards the ears. And as a starter, I like to get up on the head, reposition the hands, and then bring that up. There we go. See if we can hold that. Started at about 2 minutes 30 seconds remaining on the timer. Timer usually has 3 minutes on it. That's when I started. So it gives me enough time to get into the pose and hold the pose. Body's not feeling super strong today. It's like I'm low energy or something. The body does not want to do strength moves today. And that's okay. From a stretch on the armpits, the abdomen. Like the part of the abdomen that connects right to the front of the pelvis. Also the thighs that connect to the front of the pelvis. Bring the toes up, maybe a little bit. Look up. And I think that's it. Alright, but we still have more than a minute left. So, hey, look at that. Another viewer, awesome stuff. So today, let's do scorpion pose to finish out this 3 minutes. Today's the 16th, so kick up with the right leg. Hand, arms, elbows about shoulder width apart. Hands comfortably in front. And kick up for balance. Come on, balance, balance. There we go. And then find the pose. And then hold. There you go. That's scorpion pose. focus, balance. Oh, come on. Oh. That was not planned, but that happened. Alright, so in any case, those are the back bends for today. And let's move right along to the next pose, which is forward fold. Alright, so get this back up. Let the spine slowly fold forward. Get the feet into place. Get the body into place. All the parts of the body. Heels, ankles, balls of the feet together. So that first knuckle and the big toe touching each other. Just barely. And then bring the arms forward. Interlace the fingers, try to keep the palms together. Feel stretch on the shoulders. A little bit on the legs to fold forward. Breathe through the nose as best as you can. Equal parts inhale and exhale. And in another 38 seconds, 32 seconds actually, I will swap the fingers. Right now the right knuckle, the right thumb are on top of the right pointer finger, and right thumb are on top of the left pointer finger and thumb. In a little bit I will swap the hands. Relax, let the body fold over. There we go, so we'll try to swap the hands. So now I've got the left pointer finger and left thumb on top of the right pointer finger and right thumb. Trying to keep the palms together, not super successful. This takes lots of effort on the fingers. Keep the arms together as I stretch the arms forward. So just try to relax, fold forward, and continue to breathe. Just my hands are starting to fall asleep. That tingling sensation in the hands. Interesting, so I don't feel real constriction of blood flow, but the hands are starting to get that tingle from when they fall asleep. So I guess it's more of a nerve constriction. And there's that, very slowly with the arms. There we go. Yeah, that's a nerve thing. That's not a blood flow thing, so that's interesting. Alright, next up. Alright. Hey, got some more watchers. Next up is the hip openers. Yeah, I sigh, right? Openers take lots of effort. Alright, the starter hip opener. Very carefully, you go into half lotus, and you bring the shin up. Bring the foot to the chest. If you can get all those component parts, then you start to lay down. Shin to the chest, bring the foot to the chest, hey, get in the veer, awesome stuff. And then the big guns, right, once you can, if you can, start bringing the foot towards the head. And you see if you can sustain this. Yeah. Body's feeling interesting today. It doesn't really want to do anything, but it seems to be able to do things all right. There we go. And as you're manipulating your leg, your knee goes all different places. As I was getting my foot behind the head, this muscle slides back and forth on this bone. You gotta be real careful with that, especially when you're not used to it. And relax. So I've got the shin behind the skull, on that ridge between the skull, the back of the skull and the neck. It really seems like the shin is pushing really hard into the skull today. Harder than usual. And yeah, lots of sensation on the right thigh. A little bit of constriction on the right thigh, constricting the blood flow to the foot. Yeah, but I don't feel the tingles, right? It's just, I can tell that the blood flow is a little bit constricted. Whereas before, when I was doing the forward fold, and I had my fingers together and I was reaching that forward, my hands started to tingle. So that was somehow constricting the nervous system. Whereas this, I'm not constricting the nervous system, but I am constricting the blood supply, so the circulatory system. Interesting stuff. And relax. Get the left elbow wrapped around the right foot to help keep the right leg back for another 6 seconds. And that's that. Gently, gently, and carefully. Let the head go down. Take the leg out. Let blood flow reestablish. Let the muscle get reacclimated to a more normal positioning. And reset the timer for the other side. Alright, so here we go. Hip stretch on the other side. Feel the back a little bit. Alright, workups, starters. Do kind of half lotus first. Alright, as you can see, I got my half lotus down. Then bring that shin towards the chest, if you can. Then cradle that foot. The muscle slides over the bone, over the hip, foot towards the chest. And if you find that awesome, very carefully lay down. Much different sensation. Pull the shin back towards the chest. Pull the foot towards the chest. As that hip and muscle get into different position. And there we go. Time to see what we can do with this. And I have one little muscle that always has to release. I remember reading some article about how gymnasts and athletes, right? Your muscles have to tighten up during the day, right? But then when you want to stretch, the muscles get to loosen. And so when I do this stretch, there's a muscle on my thigh that I have to loosen, but which tightens up every day, which is interesting, right? Because I can feel the muscle loosen and then tighten and then relax. Try to find a comfortable position, relatively speaking. Seems like there's a lot of effort required today to keep the foot back. For another minute. So relax. Feel the sensation. Relax the abdomen. Feel the body. Feel everything that's going on today in the body. Equal parts inhale and exhale. Another 18 seconds. Massive stretch on the left thigh. and just relax. There we go. Yeah, and again, very gently, because you just had that super deep stretch. All the muscles to get back into a normal spot. A lot of blood flow to reestablish. Alright, a couple more viewers. Good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Next up, hamstrings. Yay, hamstrings. Alright, right leg first. Start off with Janu Sirsasana. Just get the foot into the thigh. Square this up and go forward. Can you get all the way down? If you can, you might want to try the next pose. If you can't get all the way down, you might want to just keep doing Janu Sirsasana. So, more like this. Alright. My legs are about 120 degrees apart. There we go. Good stuff. Right leg first. Grab the right foot. Get the pelvis in the right position. Elbow to the earth. Slowly get that right shoulder to the earth and the head to the earth. So fold forward. And then reposition the body so it's comfortably onto the earth. Look at that. That was nice and easy today. And slide the right hand under the left thigh. And there's another hamstring stretch. So it's more than just the hamstring getting stretched, right? It's the a lot of the muscles on the bottom side of the right thigh. And a lot of the stretch comes from the earth pressing into the right thigh. And relax. Equal parts inhale, exhale. Feel where the sensation is in the body. And the left shoulder seems really open today. Usually we've got a lot more sensation on the left shoulder, but not today. So that's pretty cool. And then rotate the back. Try to straighten the back a little bit. Enhance the pose. And then relax. Feel that stretch on the right thigh. Feel all that sensation. Stretch on the left shoulder, the left side body, so the left rib cage. Yeah, I really feel stretch right on the left floating ribs. Make sure the eye of the elbow, of the right elbow, is turned towards the earth. Relax and breathe. Just relax and feel the body. Feel the sensation. Double check the timer started. Yes. 2 seconds. And there we go. Hey, hey. Was that 2 seconds worth it? Of course it was. Alright. Next up. Next side. So, start off. Starter pose is Janu Sirsasana. Get the right foot into the left thigh. Slowly bring the chest down. Maybe, look at that. I can get the head to the earth. Cool stuff. One of these days I might want to do some more of that. But in any case, what I like is this pose. Hey, hey. Got even a couple more viewers. Cool stuff. Alright, will you fan me back? Hey, hey. We'll see if I can figure out how to do that. Let's see here. Yeah, forgive me. I'm a little bit of a neophyte. Legs 120 degrees apart. And then I reach over to the left leg. Alright, yep. I sigh on this side because the left side's not as easy as the right side. Because the pelvis, the top left side of the pelvis, never seems to like this stretch, and so I have to go a lot slower into this stretch when I go to the left leg as compared to when I do to the right leg. And relax. Slide that left shoulder down. Make sure your body positioning is correct. So I have to move the man parts. Feel the stretch on the left thigh. Sneak that left hand under the right thigh. Twist the left elbow towards the earth. And relax. There we go. Feel it stretch. So my left side is usually not as flexible as my right side. So I feel more of a stretch on the left thigh here as compared to when I was stretching the right thigh. So just feel that. Send your conscious awareness. Feel the muscles being stretched. And relax. Find a sustainable pose, right? A pose you can hold all day long. And then feel the body, and I hear the timer. But I like to stretch so much because I'm making progress. But there's the timer. All right, good stuff. Next up, wide splits. Yeah, wide splits. Good stuff. All right, legs. That was 120, right? So kind of stab the heels into the earth, bring the legs a little bit further apart. Can't touch the toes here, but we'll see. So then, fold forward. Careful with the pelvis, careful with the man parts. Get the pelvis and the man parts into a good spot. Can't touch the toes. Oh, not stay. Feet are too wide apart. Stay. Almost. And relax. Oh, look at that. I got in here before starting the timer. So that usually takes about a minute. So we've got a minute left on the timer. Stretch out the right shoulder. And then I pulse the legs a little bit. And then I position the rib cage to feel a nice stretch on that right shoulder. And then maybe pulse the legs a little bit to feel some sensation. And then relax. Feel that nice stretch. There we go. Really press the right shoulder into the earth till you get a good sensation on that right shoulder. And the left side. So gently press the left shoulder into the earth. And then position the upper body to get that left shoulder down, to get the right amount of sensation. The sensation that feels right on that shoulder. And relax. Breathe. Feel the sensations on the body. Pulse the legs again. Side to side on the legs. Reposition the upper body so you can feel a little bit more space. There we go. And enhance the stretch. that's it for that. All right. Back to 3 minutes on the timer. Start that puppy up. And handstand practice. All right. Handstand practice. Here we go. So from here, get the hands about shoulder width apart on the earth. My legs really are not in the right position, so we'll see what happens, right? But I'm going to fold forward, push weight into the hands, and then try to get up into the starter pose. Looks like I can. There we go. So starter pose for handstand, check. All right, now let's see if we can get the hips up and see if we can balance. Maybe. Relax, hold the pose, feel the balance. Press the fingers into the earth. Feel the hand on the earth. The weight into the hands on the earth. Balance. Maintain positioning. Keep your balance. Keep breathing. Relaxed breathing. Oh, hold it, maybe. Feel the left wrist. Engage the fingers. Oh, and that's that. All right, cool stuff. That's my practice for the day. So, very good. Now I get to eat, get ready, and head off to work. Awesome stuff. Thanks each of you for watching. Hope you all each enjoyed it. And I hope you all each enjoy the rest of your day. Good stuff.